Hi, shalom, and welcome to, or welcome back to, Who Knew Is Jewish? We are on episode 138, and today's topic is Clueless. Amy Heckerling was born on May 7th, 1954, in New York to Jewish parents. It was at the High School of Art and Design in Manhattan, New York, where Heckerling first realized she wanted to be a film director. During their first assignment, writing about what they wanted to do in life, Heckerling wrote that she wanted to be a writer or artist for the Mad magazine. She graduated from high school in 1970 and focused on directing and studying film at New York University's Tisch School of the Arts. When Heckerling was in high school and focused on directing, her father was actually opposed to the idea, wishing that she had chosen a more practical aspiration. Despite this, he gave her Parker Tyler's book Classic of the Foreign Film, A Pictorial Legacy. Heckerling pored over the book, marking off films that she had seen until she had eventually watched the majority of them. She claims that by the time she got to NYU, because of this book, she had seen almost all of the films that they had to watch in any of the classes that she was in. Heckerling's first feature was Fast Times at Ridgemont High in 1982 and was based on the nonfiction account of a year in the life of California high school students, as observed by undercover Rolling Stone journalist Cameron Crowe. Once the film opened, it was a huge success, and the film spawned a short-lived series on CBS called Fast Times, with Heckerling writing, directing, and producing. Heckerling went on to direct National Lampoon's European Vacation in 1985, Look Who's Talking in 1989, Look Who's Talking 2, and produced Look Who's Talking Now. It was in 1995 that Heckerling wrote and directed Clueless, a loose adaptation of Jane Austen's book Emma. To research for the script, Heckerling sat in on classes at Beverly Hills High School, where she observed how teenagers acted. Although she admits that most of the movie script was made up, she did note that the teenagers at the high school did definitely not dress in high fashion every day as the characters do in the film. In reality, the students there dressed as frumpily as everyone else did. She did, however, draw on many of her observations. Clueless was filmed within a 40-day schedule in Southern California. Clueless was spun off into a moderately successful TV series, with Heckerling writing the pilot and also directing many episodes of the first season. Clueless also went on to become a book series, a comic book, video games, and even have a stage musical. Heckerling went on to direct and produce the film Loser in 2000, I Could Never Be Your Woman in 2007, and Vamps in 2011. Throughout her career, Heckerling has focused on women finishing high school and going into what would be their adult lives. Her characters are constantly going against the norms that women are pushed into within society. Heckerling has a tendency to prioritize the female friendships within her films, and along with a larger discussion of gender positioning within teenagers' lifestyles. Heckerling still produces from time to time. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to tune in next week for a new episode. And of course, don't forget, we have merch. So if you'd like to support the series, please make sure to go to any of the links on my social media accounts, or of course you can visit whoknewitwasjewish.threadless.com to purchase some wonderful apparel, and we also have some terrific accessories for you to purchase as well. Well, thanks again so much for tuning in, and I will see you all next week.